My world which is full of catastrophe, massacre and disaster. Let me take you to my homeland. Let me introduce you to my Muslim brothers, who unfortunately are made slaves. Look into my eyes, a bank for your mind. I stand bowed head. My clothes are torn. My eyes are looking down. My hands are shivering like a leaf. My heart is pounding like a steam engine. I am scared to death, and my days roll with fear. My forefathers experienced the same challenges, but they never did anything. My children are devoid of education. My elder works like a corn mill, breaking her back for the family service. I am a poor servant and a wealthy, corrupted, powerful British landlord who treats us like the animals of his farm. My fate is undecided and my luck has ceased to shine. But now, ladies and gentlemen, open your eyes. Yes, I am that one young Pakistani boy who was once enslaved by Britishers. Look into my eyes and see that my conscience didn't die. Look into my eyes and see that I did fight for my freedom. Look into my eyes and see that my forefathers got me independence. Look into my eyes and see that I am not a slave anymore. Look into my eyes and see that I have done it all for me and my generation. Look into my eyes and see a young, proud Pakistani boy standing in front of you. Sir, somebody rightly said, two persons sitting in a jail. One sees the bars, another the stars. Sir, let me give you some examples of some of the great souls whose conscience never died. Frederick Douglass was the best known and the most influential African-American leader of 1800. He was a slave in Maryland, managed to escape in 1838. He worked as a laborer to support his family, but later on he was that one and daring soul behind the New England anti-slavery movement. I ask you, that did slavery enslave his conscience? Che Guevara, who was born in Argentina into a liberal middle-class family. He was the first of 5 children and had an asthma from his childhood. He worked as a night watchman to support his family, but later on he was that one daring soul behind the liberation of Cuba. I ask you, that did slavery enslave his conscience? Nelson Mandela, who worked as a night watchman in Johannesburg, he was sentenced for 25 years in jail just because he raised his voice against government. But he faced all the fears like rock and stood like a lion. And later on, he was that one and only daring soul behind the liberation of South Africa. I again ask you, that did slavery enslave his conscience, the trials and tribulation? And comments were applied on Hazrat Bilal, but he firmly faced all that fear and always chanted Ahad, Ahad. Now I again ask you, now, ladies and gentlemen, you all are compelled to say no for all my questions, because all that changes in the history has come because of the willingness of some great souls like Abraham Lincoln, Alexander the Great, Tariq bin Ziyad, Tipu Sultan and Muhammad bin Qasim, who knew that they have to do it now, who stood like a tide against all the odds and who believed in their conscience. In the end, I would just like to say that glory does not descend upon nations. We have to strike hard to achieve it, by hook or by crook. Thank you.
Bewildering performance.